Good morning and hello, my friends. I am alive. I haven't been that sick in quite some time, so I apologize to having to cancel last week's full reading, and it looks like I'm going to have to cancel the full snow moon reading. As I'm a Canadian, snow is part of my culture, so I'm very sad that I'm missing the full snow moon reading. However, I have to conserve my voice. I will apologize in advance if I start to cough or if I lose my voice, as both have been happening over the last couple of days still. So I'm going to take it slow and steady. I will be drinking much tea, and I have Halls just in case I start to cough a bit. So today I want to explore Pisces. I know that Pisces doesn't technically come into full play until Saturday. However, tomorrow I'm doing the full week reading for next week. So I wanted to give Pisces its just due. So we're a little bit earlier than normal. And that's okay. Giving you guys a little bit of extra time to embrace this message and start to put these things, the strategies, the tools, the ideas into play for you. So for this reading, I went with the Shadowscape Tarot. It's been a long time since I've used this deck. It's beautiful. It does sometimes struggle to come in focus on the camera, so I don't use it as much as I'd like to. It's a beautiful deck. And then I've paired it with the Beyond Lumaria Oracle. Again, beautiful deck. Now, both of these do have kind of that water-based style to them and lend well to the Pisces energy, as Pisces itself is a water element zodiac, and we do have that element of fluidity as it is Pisces, and it is a malleable, so a little bit more flexible than the other types of zodiac. So we have that malleable water energy going on. So let's get into Pisces. What can my friends expect from Pisces? Now, Pisces runs from February 19th to March 20th. And then, of course, we go into Aries. Now, I should say now, anybody who is born between Saturday, February 19th and March 20th, happy birthday. And know that even if you're not born in the next 4 weeks, Pisces still may be in play in your zodiac or in your astrological birth chart. I encourage people you can just Google astrological birth charts. I don't really have a preference. There's many free sites that will give you the kind of this weird pie chart, but you're going to see some predominant zodiacs, some predominant planets, and know that when those planets are in retrograde or when those zodiacs come forward, it's going to really impact you, because we're more than just the zodiac that we look into in when we're looking up our zodiac signs. All right. That could not be more accurate. Evolution. I love how we have the fish theme, because of course Pisces is that double fish. We still have almost like a water bearer symbol here. In a way, I know it's kind of a jellyfish, but you can see how Aquarius is lending into Pisces. They're not battling. There's no kind of baton hucking. This is a very nice, gentle passage. Over the weekend, that gentle passage will continue. That evolution, that progression. We are very much needing to have that kind of stable and gentle transition. January was not gentle. Mercury retrograde was not gentle. However, between Pisces and Aquarius, we're going to have that gentle theme, that theme of knowledge move forward. Aquarius really encouraged you guys to tap into ideas or learnings that you had put on the back burner or when you had time to embrace. Well, Aquarius is very clear that it was time now. We're going to continue on that knowledge base into Pisces. Pisces very much are those thinkers. They use their frontal cortex, plus we have that intuitional energy. Remember, Pisces is that double fish, that balance. Very much thinking things through. They add that creativity for sure, but we have that balance, and knowledge is going to be really important, especially now. Should have turned the card. The Soul Star Chakra. Now, this is a 5th dimensional chakra. So in our chakra system, we know that our crown is right at the top here. Well, there's our causal chakra that's kind of behind where our crown is, behind and above, I should say, and then almost kind of right on top of what your crown chakra is, quite a distance above, is your soul star chakra. It's kind of a magenta color. Most adults are still working on the 3rd dimensional chakra system, so the 7 chakras, rather than the 12. Many children, especially that have been born in the last couple of years, the more I've been seeing, well, I used to see, and I sometimes do when I get out. I won't lie, I had been avoiding COVID. Well, now that I've had it, okay, I survived. But a lot of the kids are now being born with the 5th dimensional chakra system, which is really interesting. My kids don't have it, but a friend of mine had a baby, and before I had COVID, I had, met up with her and seen the baby. It's so cute, right? They smell so good, usually. And the baby had the 5th dimensional chakra system, which made me kind of observe. Even with the 3rd dimensional chakra system, people can upgrade to the 5th dimension. It's not hard, and there's no pain involved. It's a very easy thing to do. The challenge is anchoring and maintaining that chakra system. So the Soul Star Chakra, it is a chakra that is connected with Archangel Mariel, and it's connected to that knowledge, that higher learning. Like I said, even before I turned over that card, I knew that learning aspect, because we did have that cascade of from Aquarius to Pisces coming through, that knowledge was going to be really important still. Okay, I apologize for how many drinks I have to take, but this is much better than what I was doing last week. All right. What further insight, knowledge, wisdom, and guidance does Pisces want to share with my friends? That's a good start. The sun. I apologize. This deck is very light in color and sometimes doesn't pick up on camera very well. So of course, we all know the sun. And move that back. Love the sun. It's probably one of the cards that people want to see the most in readings. And when they get it, they're thrilled, right? That joy, that happiness. Well, we do need to focus in on that light, that warmth. As we start to cascade into the spring season, as we start to really, flush through and evolve, as we embrace that knowledge and utilize it to our advantage. We want that very beautiful, warm energy to invigorate us. The Knight of Swords. Again, really important. Swords are probably going to be pretty predominant. They were in my Patreon reading. That knowledge, that thirst and drive for that knowledge. Using our head, not our heart. We want to be very, persistent, very intentional with what we want to do and how we're moving ourselves forward. We can't take that backseat approach. We need that very active, engaged energy. That fear to not take on those challenges. Sure, it may feel like something else you have to add to, but it's something that's going to fuel you. It's going to ignite passions and excitement within you, so it doesn't feel like another thing we have to do. Like I said, swords are going to be important here. The Eight of Swords. And some of us do feel like this storm has been looming over us for some time. Back in the fall, I warned you guys that this winter was going to be challenging, that mental health would take a dip. It's really important that we are taking care of ourselves, seeking the support that we need, using the tools that we know help us out the most. One of the tools that's going to help out a lot right now is going to be the element of water. Yes, we're into Pisces. However, that water helps to release stuff. When we're feeling overwhelmed, sore, tired, just blah, what do? I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to go take a bath. Use that tool to your advantage. As silly as it sounds, it's going to be a game changer. Especially if you ask for the help that you want and need. Don't forget, we have a support team, that high vibrational support team that's going to help us out the most. They've been helping us since conception, even preconception. They're going to continue to do that as we evolve. So before you take your shower, as you're getting the water to the right temperature, as you're getting your towels ready, as you're drawing your bath, you can just ask for any and all high vibrational beings to help you out to do what it is you're going to do. Release the tensions, release the pain, help gain clarity, get the fuzzy and prickly out. Whatever it is that you want that shower bath to do. And then just take that shower and bath. See that water, whether you submerge in it or it falls down on you. Just wash away the gunkiness, the yuck, and replace it with that very much needed joy and happiness, that light. I know it sounds really corny, and especially if you're new to this and you're stepping into working with those energies, it sounds just kind of like, that's pretty cliche. I don't know, it sounds corny. But it works. Why? Because you're intentionally focusing in on that heaviness, that yuck and gunk, and you're shifting it. The water helps because it naturally takes it away. Now, if you're in a space that you can't take a shower, this is a tool that I suggest a lot to my clients, and I've talked about it on my channel before. If you're feeling really overwhelmed and you don't have the capacity or the ability to take a shower, run some water in a sink and put your hands over that running water and allow that gunky, prickly goo to go. No one's going to question you. We're still got the pandemic. We want to get rid of that gunkiness. And there's a lot of things around. And if you happen to be in nature and not in what I have snow and frozen, you can put your hand in a stream. Same thing. Now, don't worry. I know a lot of people are like, but I'm releasing gunk into a natural body of water. You've got your guardian angel right there, and they're going to transmute that energy back to something that's going to support that ecosystem rather than hinder it. The Emperor. I love this rendition of the Emperor. It just, yeah, it's fun and beautiful. That stability. There's still a lot of push and pull going on. Speaking to someone who just getting over COVID, that push and pull can really debilitate us. Taking a few minutes to just ground and focus on self will be a game changer. I've got tons of meditations on this playlist or on my YouTube channel. I've got 3 playlists of different meditations. I've got a mindfulness playlist. I think I'm up to 4 healing playlists. A little bit of time really helps to rejuvenate and focus us. The Emperor, super focused. He uses his knowledge, his skills to his advantage. We need to do the same. Like I said, Pisces is really going to be focusing in and taking what Aquarius started and building off of it. We need to use that knowledge to our advantage. Oh, how wonderful. The Lovers. Probably the second card that people love to see in their reading. The Lovers talks about that balance, that connection. Don't minimize relationships. Any and all relationships, guys. Yes, a lot of people are looking for that perfect somebody, their soulmate, their twin flame. If you have that individual in your life, embrace it. Yes, they're going to frustrate you, especially that twin flame, because they're the same person, just in different form. So, of course, you're going to have that kind of volatility. Working with it, having flexibility, because again, we're in Pisces. They have a little bit of that flex there. And using that relationship to nurture and fuel you. Now, if you're looking for that relationship, this is a big one because this is probably the number one question I get asked. Where is they? Why aren't they in my life? Well, they can be very close. They're not looking. So your twin flame or your soulmates are not looking for a specific type. They are looking for your soul signature, that energetic signature that we hold. What Pisces is suggesting will amplify that signature. Why? You're fueling and energizing you. That lets that signature become a beacon. So Pisces is helping you to attract what it is you're looking for. The Hierophant, the 5th card in the Major Arcana. We now have a run of 4 Major Arcana. Pisces is going to be a game changer for you guys. We started out with the Sun, then we went from, actually we have 4, 5, and 6. That knowledge, those teachers are going to be there. Reconnect in with them, your supports. We were never meant to do this journey alone. We need to be taking those steps, like I said earlier, those active steps forward to get the most out of this time. Now, we do have, like I said, 4, 5, and 6. This is going to take some time, those baby steps forward. We don't want those leaps and bounds. Even though we may feel like, yeah, we can start to run on this, taking it slow and steady, using our head Not letting our heart or our ego push us forward when we're not ready. Yes, we are looking at some movement here, but we want it controlled and manageable so we can maintain that stability. That's why I said we want to connect into some of those teachers, some of those people that inspired us, asking them questions. Questions are important. Remember, we don't have just one teacher in this journey. We should have multiple teachers, and we should be able to challenge them, ask them questions on a meaningful level. We just don't want to be a jerk and push them. We want to ask. Not all the information that's shared with us is going to be meaningful or important to us. We need to be very critical about what we keep with us and help push ourselves forward and what we release. Because like I said, it's not going to all help. It's not all going to make sense. Know that should it not make sense, I always write that kind of stuff down because sometimes it is important or it's important for later on. And I can go back and I write down where I learned it from so I can easily find that source and connect into it again. So Pisces is taking the Aquarius suggestion of learning and knowledge, taking it a step forward, helping for that positive movement, helping to shift what's not helping us right now. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I know that I kind of went very quick. My throat is pretty sore, so I want to make sure that I am resting it for tomorrow because I will be live doing my weekly reading. And I am trying to do a healing for you guys. I'm trying to produce it or film and get everything ready for a healing that you guys will have next Tuesday. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. COVID is not fun. And I'm just glad that none of us in my family needed a lot of medical attention and we weren't hospitalized. I know this is a beast that has caused a lot of pain and a lot of physical, continued physical, almost debilitation for some people. So, taking that breath and moving forward, focusing in on that light and that love. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know, again, that's said almost in every video, but it helps people find me on the sea of YouTube. So more and more people can gain that aha, which actually helps you out because that aha raises their vibration, so you have less conflict in the exterior world. Also, for you, don't forget to subscribe. Like you heard, there's lots more coming. And I can't wait to see what happens as we step into spring. Again, I want to thank you for joining me. Until tomorrow, my friends.